Hey everyone, I wanted to update on my appointment I had last week and kind of what's going on with the egg donation. I had an appointment on Tuesday, and this little guy is right here. He wants to be in the video. I had an appointment on Tuesday, and I had actually had two appointments. I had an EKG appointment, and I had a regular appointment with the fertility clinic. So I went into the EKG. It was maybe like a minute long thing. I mean, they if you've ever had an EKG, they just put the little transmitter pads on you, and then they just do like a 4 or 5 second strip, which I have here. It was so like really, is this gonna detect if I have any sort of heart issues? So I asked the lady, I said, do you want me to take the paperwork with me, because I'm going right over there to the clinic now, or do you want to just fax it over? She's like, hang on a second, let me find out. So she is talking to the doctor, and I just happened to mention, because that appointment was at 12, and my fertility clinic appointment was at 12:30, so I'm like a little small window there to get everything finished, but I was just going right around the corner, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I just happened to say, and so the doctor's like, I'm signing it now, can you hang on a second, and like kind of had an attitude. And so he hands me the paper, and we just run out to my car, and Rebecca, my friend, just happens to look at it, and she's like, Elena, it says they didn't pass you. It says did not clear. And I was like, what? I was like, what? I mean, they didn't clear me. I'll show you. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. Hold on. I'm so bad with iPhones. It says, did not clear. She is not clear to undergo an oocyte or oocyte retrieval. What? So I am not satisfied with this, but I still go to my fertility appointment, and I give them this, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. You didn't pass this part. And they said the only thing we can do is that if you have another EKG that shows the same irregularity on here, that it's a problem you've always had, or it's something you've always had, if you can prove that, then we can just go ahead and proceed, because we know it's not something new or something going on with you that's current. I couldn't. I tried for an hour. I tried getting records from when I was a child. My pediatrician's office had already destroyed my records. The hospital did not have the readouts from surgeries, like the baseline EKG readouts. They didn't have those in my records. So I was like, okay, I was crying. I was like, this has been a year-long process, and it just ends with this. So I wasn't satisfied with that. I was willing to pay for something out of my pocket. I went all the way back over to this heart doctor, and I had to sign something anyways. And I said, what else can you do to prove that I don't have something wrong? And she said, we can do an echocardiogram. So I waited for 2 hours to have an echocardiogram. She starts the echocardiogram. I don't know if you ever had one, but you're topless and lay there on your side, and they just take pictures of every aspect of your heart, your chambers, your flaps, all the valves, everything going in and out of your heart, everything. Took about 20 minutes. And the whole time she is just reassuring that everything is perfect, everything is perfect, everything looks wonderful, this looks wonderful. I mean, she was really good. Hey. And so she gets finished, and I put my clothes back on, and she says, this is an absolutely 100% healthy heart. I can't tell you whether you passed or not, she said, but I have to give this over to the physician, and he will send the clearance over to the fertility clinic if he clears you. I was like, what? So that was on Tuesday. Wednesday, I get a message from my caseworker at the fertility clinic, and she says, he's not going to be able to send the results over till tomorrow, so I'll let you know tomorrow if we can proceed. And I'm like on pins and needles here. I'm like, number one, this is my heart. Is there something wrong with me? Number two, this has been a long process, and I know there's a lot of people that would be disappointed with all of this, and so I just kind of let it go for the day, and had my normal day. Well, on Thursday morning, bright and early, my phone rings, and it's her. It's my caseworker, and she says, everything is fine. Your heart is 100% healthy. They saw zero problems. What probably happened with the EKG is when the girl placed the transmitter pads, she just put one in too far apart from the other one, and it caused the recovery pattern, or however she said it, to be a little bit off. Really, like, how long has this girl probably been doing this? I don't know how long, but it's not hard. I don't know. I was just so frustrated that it was an error on someone's part, but you know, I'm human. I make mistakes, so whatever. But it did cost $350 for an echocardiogram type of error. But anyways, so everything is fine. She wanted me to go that day when she called me on Thursday, but last week, photography-wise or business-wise, was nuts. So I couldn't go right away to the appointment. So I have my appointment this Friday, and it's at 1 o'clock. And I get to stay here in Beaumont. I don't have to go all the way to Houston again. They have an office here in Beaumont. So I'm going to go, and this, like I said last time, it's going to be a vaginal ultrasound, more blood work, just things like that. And I still have to pass those sets of tests before I'm cleared to start my retrieval cycle. So she said all of that testing and the genetic testing and, all of that stuff, which I've already done, but they redo it for some reason every 6 months. But my opinion on that was, how does your genetics change? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody correct me. But anyways, once all of that comes in, she said it's about a week, and that is cleared. Then we will proceed. They'll let the family know that, you know, I've passed everything to start retrieval, and then we'll start a med schedule, and all of that sort of stuff, and get set for a retrieval date. I'm nervous. I've been watching tons of videos of people going through, you know, egg donation processes. I know what to expect, sort of. So that's not the issue. It's just, I just want to be 100% prepared and know what to expect. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But I'm excited. I'm ready. It's probably going to be the beginning of September. If I had to guess, it'll probably be a September thing. I don't believe that by the time everything gets done and that we get stuff scheduled and stuff coincide with the parents that are receiving the eggs, I don't believe that we'll be able to do it for August. So I'm pretty sure we'll go for September, which is kind of bad because September is such a busy month for my family. There's birthdays, there's just all kinds of stuff going on every single weekend, and plus I have tons of mini sessions and sessions to get ready for the fall and Christmas time for photography. I have several births that month, so it's going to be interesting, but this has to subside all of that. I do have another photographer that if I can't be there because of something, that she is on call to be able to go. So, to a birth or something that we can't reschedule. So, there's where we're at. That's the update. I'm so glad I don't have a heart problem. I was very worried. But I will, on Friday, when I go to the appointment, I am going to try to record. I couldn't record on Thursday. I tried once in the heart doctor's office, and they were like, no. So I'm going to try, since we'll be at the fertility clinic on Friday, to do some recording and just kind of show you guys a little bit of the process. So if you know anybody going through this and, you know, they need some information, send them my way. I'll be glad to tell them anything. Or if you're interested and have some direct questions, message me. I'd be glad to help you. So everybody have a great Tuesday. Bye.